Haulin again. Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Bobby, aka Paginator, and I'm here with another book haul. I went shopping on Book Outlet, which is a company that will ship from the UK with free shipping, no matter how much you buy. So I bought some things, and they've all arrived, so we're gonna just go through a little haul here. Alright, so we're gonna start with this book. This is The Shadow Glass by Josh Winning, and I heard Gavin talking about it on his channel. He said it gave him Labyrinth vibes, which was immediately like trigger buy for me. So it tells us that Jack Corman is haunted by his father's failure. His father was a director who poured his heart and soul into this movie, The Shadow Glass, and it was like this fantasy film that had puppets in it, and it became a flop. And so Jack's father became this alcoholic, and it kind of just destroyed him. So Jack is mourning his father. He's returning home, and there's all this movie memorabilia, so everything is just reminding him of this flop movie that eventually, led to his father kind of drinking himself to death. Sounds depressing, but it says here, Jack's world is thrown into chaos when the puppets in the attic start talking. So begins a desperate quest to save London from the evil creatures of his childhood stories. With fanboy Toby and studio suit Amelia in tow, Jack must confront the world of the Shadow Glass and do his father proud. I don't know if I'm excited or terrified to read this, but it's what it is. And there's a fox on the cover, so that's kind of fun. I love foxes. The other things that I got are series, so I'm going to tell you about the first book and then show you the others. I have two series here. So we're starting with Small Spaces by Catherine Arden, same author who wrote The Bear and the Nightingale, if you're familiar with that book. So this one, if you can't tell, is meant to be kind of spooky, and it says, "At night they will come for the rest of you." It is with this ominous warning that 11-year-old Ollie and her two friends Coco and Brian set out on a chilling adventure in the woods with nightfall fast descending and the ever-watchful eyes of scarecrows on their backs. What had begun as an unremarkable school trip to a nearby farm soon becomes a frightening journey into the world behind the mist. In order to survive and not remain trapped there forever, Ollie and her friends need to be quick on their feet as they work to unravel a 100-year-old mystery, save their classmates, and beat the villainous Smiling Man at his own game. Villainous Smiling Man? Alright, it's middle grade. It can't be that scary, right? Then we have the second book, which is Dead Voices, and the third book, which is Dark Waters. There is going to be a fourth book. It has not been released yet. And the other series that I got is the Spellslinger series by Sebastian de Castell. If you have watched Jade's channel, JD Ray Reads, you have heard about this book. She talks about this series and this author a lot, and I decided to give it a go, and I was able to get the whole series in these beautiful paperbacks. So again, I'll read the synopsis of the first one and then show you the rest. So you can see that we've got this red kind of playing card vibe here. I'll flip it upside down so you can see the other character there. And this tells us magic is a con game. Kellen is moments away from facing his first mage's duel and the start of 4 trials that will make him a spellcaster. There's just one problem. His magic is gone. As his 16th birthday approaches, Kellen falls back on his cunning until a daring stranger challenges him to take a different path. Yeah. Hearing Jade talk about it so much and how much she loves it, it makes me excited to read the series. Let's take a look at the rest of the covers because they are very cool. So book number 2 is Shadow Black, and we've got this kind of bluish, purplish cover. I guess on the viewfinder it's picking up more as blue. And all of these we've got 2 characters, so I will show you both of them. Third one is Charmcaster, which is orange. Fourth, Soulbinder, green. Fifth one, Queen Slayer. This one is very purple. And number 6 is Crownbreaker, which is mostly black, but we have these red accents. So, I'm not going to read the backs of the other books because I don't want to, like, accidentally spoil myself for things. You guys understand how that goes, right? The big question is, when am I going to read these? That's always a question when I haul books, right? I don't know. I really, really, really hope to read a ton of books this summer, because for the first time in like 3 years, I don't have any college classes that I'm taking in the summer. I really just want to read a whole lot. That's my goal. I have a couple of events planned as far as like family reunions and my annual trip to see a play with a good friend of mine when the school year lets out, but otherwise, my plan is just to read books. How about you guys? What are you doing this summer? Anything fun? I had thought about making a trip to Harry Potter World, but I'm going to need to shift my spending to something else. So I'll have to put off that trip for another little while. We shall see. I'll get there someday. Alright, so I know this was a short video, but being that many of these books are a series, I can't really go into detail about them, and you all understand why, I'm sure. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and wish you all a fabulous weekend, as well as a wonderful, magical, and bookish day. Happy reading! Adios!